everyone, this is Sammy31, and I'm sorry for the wait I put you guys on, but I have been busy, we'll just say. There's gonna be a lot of videos in the near future coming out in a very quick succession from each other. We'll just say that much. But I wanted to build Lhikan, or my version of Lhikan, because he's just like the coolest of all the people. You can't see that. The heck is... There we go. You guys can see my phone stand for a second. That's fine. Anyway. So, yeah, this guy's gonna be in a little bit bigger chunks. Because you guys are not dumb. That's why you're watching me. It's because you're very, very smart. But yeah, I wanted to talk about writing. Because for those of you that are not, like, especially if you didn't see my last video, this might be a little confusing to you. But I am going to make a YouTube series, like a TV show kind of. I want to do it like claymation style, like Coraline. If you want to use red for this instead, that also works very well. I think he looks a little bit too much like Iron Man with the gold thighs, but I don't have enough red pieces. And I value the color blocking on his arm a little bit more. So... And that's where my red ones are, by the way. Sorry about that. I just swapped this, so on the other arm, you're gonna see this junk. But these are knockoff friction adders, so they don't actually add any friction, because they've got no rubber part. But, yeah, they're great. If you ever want to buy some knockoffs just for the friction adders, I would recommend, because they're very useful. As you'll see in this very arm. Yeah, so I forgot to do the thing. I am doing a YouTube TV show at some point. And it should be fun. This is actually a real one, but because of the way that it's the pass-through ball joint, it doesn't actually make contact with the rubber, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And I wanted to talk about, I am officially writing the pilot. Not as we speak, because I'm making this video right now. But, yeah, I am making the pilot. And I think it's kind of funny, because I was doing all this research into, you know, how to write the hero's journey, how to do the 3-act structure, how to, you know, essentially Googling how to make story for dummies. It's a pretty nifty hand design. It's probably my favorite. I don't have any more of these parts left, because I liked it so much that I put it on all my mocks. Which is kind of dumb of me, to be honest. But I like it, so I don't really care. My dog chewed this piece up. It's not that bad, but that will become a theme in this episode. Yeah, so I was watching all these videos like how to write, and it hurt my brain because I wanted to write a TV show, and they were teaching me how to make movies and books and that type of thing. Just double this. Dagnabbit. That's how you know it's the school week, because I have that filter on. This guy, that's what I mean by the filter of theme of dog chewing stuff up, because she chewed the neck off, specifically. Which, like, a lot of the times, she'll just, like, destroy an entire torso, and it's really rude of her. But, this time, she specifically chewed the neck off. Which, is kind of funny, to be honest. But yeah, if you wanna just use a normal one, and then it'll be pretty simple to alter the head design. Bow rock eye, and then this 5-lock axle with a ball on it. Just I'm actually gonna put that in last, because I'm not a fool, and I definitely know how to make my own things. This is pretty simple. Just a 4-long axle with a ball, this 3-long shell, and this like a Kimu shoulder piece. I think it was on a bunch of Chima sets. It's gonna go in this hole. We're just kind of gonna leave it open for a sec. Yeah, but then I just Googled how to make... Yeah, I was doing research, and it made no sense. Eventually I just found a video called How to Make a TV Show Pilot. Interesting. And I was like, oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Everything. So yeah, that was pretty funny. But that guy I made last video will be potentially starring. I might shift him to the Lancer spot. I'm not really sure. There we go. These like ports for the little forearm guy. I'm just gonna put shells on them. I think this is the best torso I've ever made. We're gonna push these down, and it should look something like that. Leave a little bit of room open in the middle. We kind of have to like slot it in so that the ball joint can get in there. This is kind of a dumb way that I put it together, but you know what? That's what you get for clicking on one of my videos. There we go. That should make a little heart light. And then, again, if it's not broken like it should be not broken. It shouldn't be broken. That's the words I'm looking for. Then you can just use the thing. But I used a little CCBS bone there, and I think it's longer, and I think it works. So maybe it won't look good. This is just a normal head with the bushing in it. I learned that from a Bionic Kasai, which I raved about last video. Tahu G2 head. I'm gonna put these on the back. Then we're gonna make the swords, and then we're gonna put them together. I don't know why I disassembled both swords, but I did. Um, 200 views on that first video. I want to just thank you guys a lot, because I mean, I really didn't expect to get 50 views. I thought, who is gonna watch my dinky little... It's like the only system mock I've ever made, really. But I am learning how to build mocks online. This doesn't need to be there. This is leftover from when I had a... Oh, it's right there, so that's convenient. I had these guys on the shins, but I decided that I didn't really like how much of the orange was on him. Let me pan up the camera real quick. There we go. These pieces, these little gray upper arm bones, were also in that trans orange color, and I thought it... I don't know how, but the original Lhikan set just like masterfully conveyed, like, yeah, this is like a grizzled old war veteran to me. Not to the extent that it's like, if I never saw the character, that I would guess that. But like, I know the character, and his design is masterful. So yeah, the swords go in the back. I never did figure out how to make them go together, and that's part of why I didn't release this guy earlier, but because I wanted him to be perfect. The perfect is the enemy of good. If you want to know how he holds them in his hands. Is that on camera? That is on camera. You just peg in to the bottom one. Deck on it. It's kind of funny. Thankfully, that this is a surprising amount of friction. Enough to where it's not annoyingly loose, but also not like so in his hand that you need to... This bends the pieces a little, but it looks good, so I don't really care. What was I talking about? If you can tell, I've been very busy, and I did not have time to come up with a good talking point for this video, and so I've just been doing it on the fly. Like, every time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna build this guy, and get the views, and put it on YouTube, and build an audience, and talk about beginning a YouTube channel, because I've done that before, and it should be fun. And then the second time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about starting a story, and it should be fun. And then, whoops, my bad. Oh, dagnabbit. And then this time I was like, I'm gonna build Lhikan because I like views. They make my heart feel happy. Oh, this is an Exonite piece, and in the prep for this video, I was like, you should mention that if you put the studs on the thing that he can hold it, but I actually just like don't care that much, and it won't impact the video all too much. So this is a long video. I'm out of here.